Right in this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation, a supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time tuned to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing Monday morning? So much has happened and so much is going on in the world and in the universe. So many things is happening, and it's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be awakened. It's a good time to be renewed. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the eclipse. We're going to talk about the earthquake that we had and that we felt in Pennsylvania. I know Yas sent me a message and she's like, "You okay? You okay?" Because they felt it there. And my friend in Jersey City, she said stuff was falling off her walls. I have never experienced. Now, I'm not saying there's never been earthquakes in Pennsylvania, but I have never felt an earthquake ever in my life. And that was my first time. So we're going to talk more about it. Not much, but we're going to talk touch on it a little bit. So everybody, welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie. This is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And I am so happy to see you all this morning. I missed y'all so much. Sean was like, "You got to hurry up and get back because you was on a hiatus because you were sick. And now you're on a hiatus because of me. You got to hurry up and get back." So yes, I had to take a break because Sean was having surgery on her knee. And since she was having surgery on her knee, she wasn't going to be able to move around. She wasn't going to be as mobile. And so I had to make sure that she was okay. So if I came upstairs, she would be okay, like to go to the bathroom and do whatever she needed to do, walk around if she needed to. And so now she's doing better. She's still using the walker and she has the cane. But she's slowly getting into the habit of moving around and being more mobile by herself. She's still uncomfortable sleeping, but she had to get a revision a long time ago when she was younger. She had torn her ACL when she played ball, and she never got it repaired. And so wear and tear, time goes on, and so she had to go and get it, get it fixed because it was hard for her to walk. And so now she's fixed and she should be just like new. This is actually a revision, so they had to change the hardware and stuff. So she should be good as new this time. So yeah, so that's why I was gone for the week. And yeah, I miss you guys so much. So I want to catch up with y'all. I want y'all to tell me what's going on, what y'all been doing. And I'm going to look in the chat and see who's in the building. Y'all see, I have a different chair. I've been saying I needed a different chair because my chair was squeaking, right? And I have one downstairs. Sean gave me hers from the office because she got a new one. And I was like, you know what? I could just grab my son's from his room because he ain't here. He moved to Texas. He don't need this chair. He didn't take it. He didn't want it. So I got me a new chair. I got me a new chair. So let me see who's in the building. Good morning, cousin. Cousin is in the building. You guys know cousin as what? The best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Cousin says, "Good morning, my hearts. Happy to be back." Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech is in the building. Big Meech, how is Jordan doing? How's his leg doing? Is he moving around? Is he feeling better? Is he having better sleep? Let me know in the chat. She said, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Big Meech. She said, "Please, yes, 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 yes. It's on the screen. Please make sure to hit the like button. Hit the like, please. Come on, hit the like. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa's in the building. Melissa says, good morning, everyone. I am blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Lakeisha Keisha says, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Alicia. Alicia says, good morning. Good morning, LaRasha. LaRasha said, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Did I say Monday? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jazz. Jazz is in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. Y'all know her as Jasmine Alyssa, the graphics extraordinaire. I want to say that my wax seal, because Jazz did my logo. So the wax seal for my bookmark company came in Saturday, I think. I think it came in Saturday. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And I'm gonna tell you how much more I loved my logo after I stamped it with the rubber stamper. And now that I'm seeing the wax seal, I'm super excited about it. I'm excited about a new business all over again. I'm excited about my other one because new things is about to pop in my first business, my first love. But yeah, I got some new things popping with my bookmark business that is finally off the ground, finally launched. And it took me some time. I know I wanted to do it a lot quicker than I did, but it was a lot of things that I was learning along the way. And I realized that those things that, there wasn't things that were stopping me. It was just things that I was improving on because it was an area that I wasn't familiar with. And so, yeah, I'm so glad that I invested in some things. I invested in Jazz made me buy. No, she didn't make me buy, but she suggested that I buy this $100 laminator, but it does work phenomenally. I am so happy that I got it. Initially, I was just using the regular laminator and things weren't coming out as well as I wanted them to, like my foiling and things like that. But now that I got this new laminator, honey, and I got new resources, I got new everything, and everything, I'm just excited for everything. So that's popping. And so I just wanted to say shout out to my graphics person, my love. I love her for everything. She's just an amazing all around person, branding, all of that. So if y'all need her, click on Jasmine Alyssa. She's right there. Click on her and let her help you with your business. Yeah, so that my wax seal stamp went into a whole nother story, but you know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I sure did, because it said, yes, ma'am, it's Tuesday. Good morning, Melody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Melody says, good morning, ladies. How are you doing this amazing morning? Miss Kim's in the building. We got LA, well, not LA. We got the West Coast in early today. So come on, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building. She said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, Dana. Dana said, good morning. Yazzie Faye's in the building. She said, good morning. Jordan is doing better. He is able to go to school with the chaperone. Yep, yep, yep. And he is sleeping better. Good, 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 good. I like to hear that. Amir says, hi. Good morning, nephew. Have a great day at school and be amazing. You already know. You already know. So, all right. So, what happened? I want to know. I want to catch up with y'all. But like I said, we had an earthquake. And I was sitting in the living room and I just felt, first I thought I felt it shaking a little bit, and I thought maybe, oh, it's the garbage trucks, because it was one of the days that the garbage trucks go by. So I was like, oh, it's the garbage trucks, and maybe they're picking up something, maybe, I don't know. I just thought it was a truck or something. And so I'm like, no, like the whole house is actually shaking. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, like the house is actually shaking. And I'm like, babe, did you feel that? I'm like, everywhere. Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Did you feel that? And everybody felt it. And I was like, what? I sent my friend a message across the street. So my neighbor. And I was like, did you feel that? She was like, I'm not home, but I felt it at the school. And I was like, you felt it at the school? And then I'm shook a little bit, right? Because you felt it at the school. Then what is going on, right? We had an earthquake. We had an earthquake I know we had it in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and I know they felt it in New York, and I seen it was going crazy in New York. Somebody took some video, and so yeah, it was crazy. Something, again, this is something that I've never experienced in my lifetime. And we may have had it maybe subtle ones, but nothing that was ever really noticeable. And this one was really noticeable. Sean was like, "Well, that's what it feels like." And she didn't say well, but she was like, "That's what it feels like in LA." And I wanted to move to LA because I love LA. But I just never wanted to feel earthquake. I never, that was never one of the things like I gotta experience that. Never wanted to do that. It was never on the list. And so yeah, so that was our first earthquake that I felt here. Um, Cousin said, "Hey nephew, good morning, Deltra." Deltra said, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Deltra. Good morning, Miss Linda. Come on, Miss Linda." Miss Linda said, "Good morning, everyone. I am blessed and sitting in my miracles today." Come on, sitting in your miracles. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, y'all. So that was something that we've experienced. The eclipse was another thing. There's some things happening, and not just in my conspiracy tinfoil hat mind, right? But there's just some things happening that is forcing us to slow down, that is forcing us to be a little bit more urgent, that is forcing us to be a little more intentional about what's going on. And I think a lot of people are talking about it being a spiritual shift. A lot of people are talking about, I mean, we can go into a whole bunch of different topics about what's going on in the earth and the world right now, right? We could definitely go into a whole bunch of different topics, and I'm not going to do that because I can, but I'm not. But it just seems like something is stopping us to really um focus, get your spirit together, get your energy together. Because one thing that I'm gonna say that I notice is that when you surround yourself with certain types of information, and I'm one for it because I will go deep down into a rabbit hole about conspiracy theories, about spiritual warfare, about conspiracy with politics, about history, about I will go deep down into all of that because those type of things fascinate me. But one thing that I do notice when I do that is that my energy sometimes may not be protected, that my spirit may not be protected, and I will allow different things to enter my spirit. And then when I do that, I feel an energy of not negativity so much, but just like an energy of doom and gloom. And so my outlook is not so optimistic and hopeful anymore. And it just seems like, every day it kind of like drains your energy. And if we're all feeling that, and we're all sitting here in the world, and we're all feeling different type, we're looking at stuff like this, especially the news, that things like that, we're looking at things like this, and we are feeding our spirit that kind of energy, and all of us collectively feeding ourselves that kind of spirit doesn't do well for the universe, doesn't do well for us as a collective. You know what I'm saying? The energy should be a little bit, not a little bit, it should be a lot more positive, a lot more energetic. And that low vibration is that vibrational energy that we are feeling when we're consumed with that kind of information. And you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's an accidental thing. I purposely went down the rabbit hole. I purposely went seeking for that information. I'm not saying we can't use it. I'm just saying that we can't allow it to get into our spirit and start making our energy low. Right. So I realized that I've been doing that. And so I'm feeling these shifts in the spirit, especially they say it's the age of Aquarius, the age of truth, and all this, awakening and all of that. I do feel that in my I do feel that in my spirit. I do feel that in my energy. I do feel that in my soul. Like I feel like and I'm not saying it's like, oh, it's a call to God. I'm not saying any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because as we live on earth, I want to live the best life that I could live while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to I can't wait till I get on. I don't want to talk like that, right? That's not the energy that I want to have. I want to be living the best life that I can here, and I want to be living the best life that I can on the other side. Why would I be going through this lifetime being miserable, unhappy, and being low vibrational? I don't want to be that. And so I just feel like, us as a collective, if we're getting consumed with that kind of energy, everything is just low vibrational, and then things are just going to keep on happening that are low vibrational. We got to lift our energy up. Does anybody agree with me? Does anybody else feel that way, or is it just me? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if it's just me, or do you feel that same way? Let me see. Yes, Yazzie, I did say that in the beginning. Yep, Yas called me and asked me if I was okay. because they felt it. It was crazy. It was so crazy. The worst feeling. Earthquakes are so scary, and we're not built for earthquakes. We're not built for that over here, because even though I just realized, I mean not realized, but I researching. We are on the fault line. We've never experienced that before. So I don't know how long before I got here, no one else has experienced it. You know what I'm saying? But I know where I'm, where we are, we're not built for that. We're not built for that at all. Get right with God or whoever you serve. Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin. The Quran has all these things in there. Has me shook. The earthquakes, spiritual shifts, eclipses. But see, there's two ways that I'm looking at it. And you can be looking at it in the spiritual sense, and you can be looking at it in the elitist sense, right? And so without saying too much, um you know what they say about history, right? The person with the power writes the story, right? And so we know with the people who have the power, we know what they want us to know. We know the story they want us to hear, the story that they want us to believe. We know that, right? And so in doing so, I'm trying to think how I could say this without sounding too crazy, without sounding too, I don't want anybody to feel a type of way. Um, the story is being written so that a narrative can be told, or narrative can be believed, right? And that is not to say that I don't believe in God, because Lord knows I do, right? I do believe in God. And I do believe that, all things come from God. So it's not necessarily, that's not where I'm going with it, but I'm just saying people tell a story. People tell a story. The people in power tell a story. And the longer the story gets told, the more that it gets passed down, the more that we believe it to be fact, because we're so far away from the story. Conspiracy Day, we're gonna talk about it. Conspiracy Day, we're gonna talk about it. This is the truth. I picked Amir up early yesterday and we prayed. Yeah, they had let the school out early over here too. They let the schools out early today. I mean yesterday. Amen. Come on. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so I just think everything is in divine order, right? Everything's with the divine timing. Whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. And the God you serve, whom, you know what I'm saying? The God you serve, keep on serving your God and keep on believing and keep on having faith, right? Keep on having faith that nothing is out of place, that everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So with that being said, is a little bit funny, but I also want to say things like this has been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? Like this has been going on forever. And so I was listening to this Native American. I don't even know how I stumbled on it. I was looking at things to do for the eclipse. I think I was looking for, should I be planting seeds during the eclipse? You know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes they say that pull is really good for your plants and stuff like that. So I was like, should I be planting during then, or should I wait? And so I was looking for that, and then I came across this Native American channel. It was called, what is it called? Navajo, let me see. Navajo Traditional Teachings. Navajo Traditional Teachings, and I was watching the video, and I'm going to talk about the video because that's basically what I want to talk about for the live, right? And so what they believe is that they call it an eclipse is called the death to the sun, right? The death of the sun, right? That's what they call it. And so it's about The old ways dying and the new ways coming. Everybody is talking about new, 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 new. That's in every religion. That's everywhere. They're talking about new world order, new this, new that, new spirituality, new age. Everybody's talking about not new age. New age is old, but you know what I'm saying. They're talking about there's a new way of things to be ushered in for right now. All the old ways are going to be done with, and all the new ways are going to come through. And even with Yaz was talking about the Quran. I was looking at 19 Keys, and 19 Keys had, I forgot this guy's name. They were having a conversation, and he was saying that yes, it's every 25,000 years. The way the order changes, and then there's a new order, and then that, everything will be gone, and it's the new way. Nobody will know the old way, and it's the new way. And so yeah, it's just a lot of information out here. And just think about it as a rebirth, think about it as a renewal, and just think about it as being more intentional and being more high vibrational, because these things are things that were, and if we even go into the quantum physics and all of that type of stuff, even if we go into that, the energy that we are putting into it, because we are getting fearful, because we are getting scared about the things that we see, and then you see things in whatever, your Quran, your Bible, like you see things happening and you're like, oh my gosh, this must be happening, and then so we are getting we're getting fearful, we're feeding into that energy. And a lot of things, as we know, everything feeds off energy. And so are we feeding into that energy? Another thing for the Mondays, right? Another thing for the time that we have those kind of conversations. Are we feeding into that? And we need to not feed into that. We need to keep our vibrations high. We need to not feed into that low vibrational energy, because feeding into that low vibrational energy just will contribute to more low vibrational things happening. Yes, y'all agree? Let me know if y'all agree. Let me know. I'm definitely Bible led. Yep. Absolutely. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. To be honest, I don't believe you can sound crazy when you speak the truth, Miss Nikki. Come on. And it's about whether we are going to wake up to reality or keep living the way of the world. Yes. Yes. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sean. Good morning. Yes, you're not supposed to do anything but stay in the house, pray, meditate, and welcome new beginnings during this time. Yes, Yolanda. That is what I was reading. I was looking at the video, and that is what he said, the elder said. We just need to be praying and getting right with whomever our high power is. Exactly. I'm not rushing to die. I'm not rushing to leave. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I want to be happy. I want to live in peace. I want to be, I want to live an abundant life. And that's what I want to do while I'm here. I don't want to wait until I get to the other side and say, I'm going to live my abundant life there. No, I want to live my abundant life now. This is what I'm living this for. What is the purpose of me living this? Right. And even if all of these things are happening in the world, right? Where can I find my happiness? Where can I find my little piece of peace? Right? Where is that going to be? And I need to make sure that my spirit is right. Right. And I'm not going to be spending my life miserable. And so whatever I got to do to make sure that my spirit is right, that's what I need to do. I need to do that, because a lot things are always going to go on in the world. There's never going to be a time when everything is going to be great, because it can't be great, right? Everything, there always have to be, if there's light, there's got to be dark, right? There's good, there's got to be evil. There's a duality. It's always a duality. And so you have to know that you have to make sure that whatever it is, that you can still be good through it, because there's always going to be something that happens, right? You can't have one without the other. There is an opposing thing, right? Happiness, that, you know what I'm saying? There's always an opposing thing. You have to make sure that whatever it is that you getting good with it, right? You got to get good with it. I'm not saying, oh well, the world is ending and da 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 da. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to contribute to that energy. There's some things that's going on in the world That may be a little crazy. That may be something that I can't explain. That may be whatever that thing is. But guess what? You're not going to have me sitting here saying the world is ending, the world is ending, the world is ending. I'm not going to keep on putting that out there. The same way you speaking like what the Bible says, the power of life and death is in the power of your tongue, right? Is that how it goes, cousin? Right? It's in the power of your tongue. It is about what you're saying, what you continuously say to yourself and to others, right? What you're continuously saying. So we got to be mindful about the things that we're saying and about the things that we're allowing into our spirit that is going to make us operate in low vibrational energy. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. Like I said, I don't know what's after this. I know what they say is after this. I don't know what that looks like, and I don't know if that's promised. But I do know that in this particular moment of my right here in this present moment, the gift that I have right now, the air that I have in my lungs, the miracle of my body that's happening right now, the air that I breathe, I know that I have this moment right here, right now, to be happy, to rejoice in, to be thankful, to be grateful. I have this moment to be that. And I'm going to use all of every breath that I have to be grateful, thankful, and happy and joyful. And that's what I want for myself. And that's what I want for you guys as well. Because if we keep on putting that energy out there, like I said, is the law of attraction, right? You're going to attract what you think about all the time. And that's not what I want to think about. That's what I don't want to think about. So let me see. Me too, Nikki. I do the same thing. I need to mind my business and stay off social media as much as possible unless it's business related. I hear that, Melody. I hear that. That is absolutely the truth. Because and like I said, I like to go down those rabbit holes. I'm going down spiritual rabbit holes. I'm going down political rabbit holes. I'm going down esoterical rabbit holes. I'm going down all kinds of rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting all kinds of information thrown at me. Ooh, energy. Energy. Did y'all see that? Good energy. Nope. 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 Cousin, say a prayer for me. Cousin, say a prayer for me. Amen. Amen. Nope. 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 Y'all seen that? Y'all witnessed that with your own eyes. Y'all witnessed that with your own eyes. This picture's been sitting on the wall for as long as I've been doing the show. Sometimes I take it off when I use the green screen, but y'all saw that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. All right, y'all. So with that being said, y'all know God is real. Y'all know God is real. And if you don't call God God and you call God something else, you know he, she, it, they, them, whatever you call your God is real. Right? You know it's real. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, hello, all. Good morning, Miss Lois. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, God is real. Yes, God is real. I'm a little shook that my sign fell off the wall. I'm a little bit shook. It could have been I put a new chair here and it maybe just fell. It may have been falling this whole time. It could have been a lot of things, but all right. So with that being said, y'all, I want to tell y'all asked me for the tote bags. I sent emails to let y'all know that the tote bags have been put on the website for pre-order. So if y'all want the tote bags, I don't know what I just said, but if y'all want the tote bags, make sure y'all going ahead and get you the tote bag. It is the Coffee with Nikki tote bag. The Coffee with Nikki tote bag. The devil didn't like that you've been come on, Janae. Come on. The devil didn't like that truth you've been speaking. I'm telling y'all. The energy's got to change. We got to shift the energy. I don't know how powerful, I don't know how far my voice goes from this moment and into the internet, but we need to change that energy. We can't keep that low vibrational energy because the devil is busy. The devil is busy, and we can't keep that. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all intentions, make sure that your spirit, make sure that your heart, make sure that your mind, make sure you are in tune. Make sure you get in tune. Okay, so I don't want to keep on do too much because I still want to get into the eclipse that I didn't really, speak about. So the tote bag, and I did write my notes so I didn't forget anything. The tote bags is ready for pre-order. The link is down below. Let me know if you can click the link. Let me know if you can click the link. Put ones in the chat if you could click the link. Click the link. And on Sunday, we are coming back to go live. Hopefully my doctor had to go and have a meeting to see, what she can and cannot say and whatever. So I got to make sure that I'm still good to have my doctor on. But on Sunday, my doctor is not going to be here on Sunday, but on Sunday, I'm going to have a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine. Her name is Latoya Dwight, and she's of the Fibroid Pandemic, and she's based in Atlanta. She's going to be joining us on Sunday at 8 p.m. on YouTube so that we can discuss, we talking about fibroids, and she's going to talk about her journey and things like that, because we as women, we suffer in silence. So if you know any women who, just any women, period, not any women who may be experienced it, just women in general, because there are things you could be looking out for early on, you know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, make sure that y'all tune in on Sunday. Everything's already set. All of the lives are set for the week. So if you have your notifications turned on, you'll be notified when we go live on Sunday. And tell all the women that you know to join us on Sunday. It is Black Maternal Health Week from the 11th to the 14th. And so we're going to be talking about your maternal health. So we're going to be talking about that. Let's get it. Let's go. It went very far. The picture fell off the wall, and you ruffle feathers heavy. Come on. I'm ordering mine tomorrow. I have the cutest outfit for it. Is it the outfit? Hey, let me know if you guys can click it. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat if you guys could click it. And don't forget, Sunday, put it on your calendar to be there for the show on Sunday. We're going to talk about fibroids. We're going to talk about healthcare. We're going to talk about being your own advocate. And I'm going to, I wanted to talk about this more this whole month. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it this month. I will definitely be sharing my own story about what happened to me. I'm going to be, hopefully I can get my doctor in, and so she can talk about the procedure that she did on me, because the procedure, I would recommend this procedure to okay. We'll have that conversation when I talk about it. But my procedure, I didn't have any pain. I didn't have any like a lot of pain. Not after. I did feel a little discomfort, but it wasn't painful. I had a quick recovery, even though she wanted me to stay off my feet and everything for 6 weeks. I had a quite quick recovery. I felt better. I felt amazing. I feel good now. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to be sharing my story too. And if you guys would like to share your stories about, your fibroid story, or about, being an advocate for yourself, I would encourage you guys to share that with me as well. I'll share that with the crew as well. I pre-ordered mine last week. Can't wait. Come on, Kim. Come on, Kim. So we got that going on. We need to stop suffering in silence. We only know when other people are going through something is when we bring up the conversation, and the people like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like a cousin of mine, she went into a coma because she was bleeding so much, and she was in an apartment by herself. You know what I'm saying? And she's fine now, but it's just the fact that we are doing these things alone. We are doing these things without the information. We are not armed with enough information to really take care of ourselves. And I want to get with Yaz. If Yaz is still in here, I don't know if she went to the school or whatever, got out the car. But if you're still here, I want to get in contact with the herbalist, because I want to give options to people. Some people may not want surgery and may not be serious enough for surgery, and so I want to give people options. So I want to see if I can have her on the show as well, for those people that are interested in that. So we're going to be doing that hopefully throughout the month. I want to be doing that. So anybody in here experienced the totality? Was it total darkness wherever you were? Let me know. I know Tiana was doing a class with BCMC on a Saturday. She did a class with BCMC on Saturday, and she said that she was going to be in the area of, where they would have the total darkness, totality. She would be in that area, and we didn't experience it. It did get a little like it would look like it was about to rain, but it didn't get dark. We didn't experience that, but we did see it on TV, even though I wasn't supposed to be doing anything, but I did see it on TV, how it was getting dark in certain places. And so I didn't get to experience. So anybody here experienced that, and what did it look like? Because I'm going to live vicariously through you. Michelle is in here. Let me know if you seen it. Who's in the Dallas area? LaRasha said it got dark here in DC. Oh, like what did that, was it like super dark? Was it like nighttime, or did it just look like a bad storm was coming? It got dark here. And they said the areas that didn't experience it would be in like not muted, but it would be kind of dark, but not, not super dark. For like 2 hours. And it was about 2 hours, and then the sun came back. Just the clouds for the most part, but not totally dark. Got you. Yeah, bad storm. Because that's what it looked like here too. It looked like a storm was coming. Hopping off, but I'll be back. Have to put the radio on for Mari. Okay. Hey, Cinnabon. It was like dust. Okay. And I want to know, did anybody feel anything different? Did you feel anything different? It got dark here in Indiana. The street lights came on. Oh, wow. I was watching some footage from a Dallas zoo. I think it was a Dallas zoo. And they said the animals were getting together, and they were getting prepared for nighttime. That's what they were doing. So they said the penguins got together, the flamingos went to the middle of the lake, and the animals looked like they was preparing for nighttime. They didn't look, usually I look for signs. When I see the animals getting frazzled and running in a direction, something's coming, because animals are smart, right? And so they didn't run, they didn't do anything. They just got prepared for nighttime. You know what I'm saying? And so that gave me a little relief, because they weren't going crazy. So that gave me a little bit of relief. And so that goes into what the story was that I heard from the Navajo. What did I say? Navajo traditions. I'm going to share the video with you guys as well. Navajo traditional teachings. This is the video that I watched yesterday. Y'all can watch it, when you have the time to. But I watched this video yesterday, and so the elder was telling, he was giving the story about what they do when an eclipse happens, or what traditionally they do when the eclipse happens. And I find it fascinating that the Native Americans can actually tell their story, and they pass down tradition. And I feel like we as people, we don't do that. And I was like, oh, we really need to get into that, because he understood, he spoke the language. He was telling the stories. He speaks the stories of the elders. They respect tradition. They respect nature. They respect, you know what I'm saying? And we as people, we're getting so far away from it. That is crazy. And so I was just in tune. I'm fascinated by elders, period. I would listen to an older person tell me anything, right? I will listen to, like, tell me about your childhood. Tell me about things that happened. I will listen. And I don't know what it is about me, but I'm so like, tell me more, right? So I'm listening to him, and I'm like, they understand. He's still speaking their language. He's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are so far removed from that we're not in touch with our tradition. We don't know what our tradition is. And so we need to start making tradition. This is something that I was thinking. We need to have tradition, and we need to stick to it, and we need to keep passing it down and passing it down and passing it down. Let me see. If you are in Erie, PA, let me see. Okay, so Miss Loy said it was bad. It was bad storm and cloudy. I felt sleepy and tired. Exactly where I was going with it, Miss Lois. Exactly. If you are in Erie, PA, you have gotten the full experience. Oh, Erie, PA is so far away. We are going to go out there. We were going to go out there, but I don't know. Out here, you can see the moon blocking the sun. It only looked like it was going to storm. Yep. The sun looked like a crescent moon. I didn't look up. I didn't look up. No darkness here in NorCal. My neighbor's dogs were barking hysterically. Didn't feel anything different. Only my eyes hurt a little, even though I had the special glasses. Oh, you went out to look. Okay, had the special glasses on, and I and look at it directly when it was fully eclipsed. Got you. It didn't last long here though. A couple of minutes. Yes, I think it was a couple of minutes everywhere. Um, yes. So the energy that I was feeling was I was in the supermarket and I felt extremely drained, extremely like lethargic. I feel like I was kind of like not blacking out because I was fully conscious, right? But I feel like I was in and out, in and out. And so it felt like it kind of felt like a rebirth to me. Like it did feel, I'm not going to say when the eclipse happened and then when the sun came back, I just felt automatically renewed. That would be kind of crazy, right? But that's not what I felt, right? But I did feel it throughout the day. I was feeling like there was some changes happening in myself. There was some things happening in myself, right? And it was feeling like maybe like a burden or a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I was feeling a little more, I want to say absorbing. Though that's the word that I want to use. I want to use absorbing because usually sometimes I'm looking at something or I'm listening to something and sometimes it doesn't really connect when I'm trying to recall that information. But this time I felt like I was absorbing it. It just may be spirit led me to videos and things that I was supposed to be listening to in this particular moment that is going to replenish my spirit. Could have been that. But I just felt different. I did feel renewed. I did feel renewed. And before then, I would say about 1 o'clock because that's when Sean had to go to therapy and I went into the supermarket. About 1 o'clock, I felt, like I said, I was extremely drained. I felt like I was going in and out, not so much in and out of consciousness, but if you ever, I passed out one time in my life, one time, and that was due to heavy bleeding, right? But it was like that, that lightheadedness kind of feeling, but I wasn't swaying or falling out. I just felt a little like lightheaded. And so that's what I felt walking through the supermarket. And I'm like, am I really feeling this? Like, is this really happening? And I really felt like that. I really felt drained. And then when I sat down, before then, when I sat down, I was able to really, I used to, when I was younger, this may seem a little crazy for y'all, but keep going with me. Keep going, keep following me. When I was younger, I used to like stare off and I used to go into another world, not like physically into another world, but your just imagination is just gone, right? And so like meditation. And so I didn't know what it was called. It was just something that I did. It wasn't like a trance or anything. So don't think I'm like that, right? Um it was just, your mind just goes and you just start thinking of, just different things. Your mind, your child, your imagination just going wild, right? And so yesterday I sat down and I said, I'm just going to be still. Why did I feel the need to be still? I don't know. I didn't intentionally want to sit down and meditate. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? But I sat down and I said, something in my spirit just said, be still. And I was still, and I was able to get into that same frame of mind that I used to when I was a child, right? I was able to get there. And it's very difficult because, as adults, sometimes we find it hard to meditate. We got to figure out what technique and what method works best for us. And so sometimes it's hard for us to meditate. And so our mind is so busy. And so I was able to quiet my mind, which was crazy because like I have not been feeling like that in a while. I was able to quiet my mind for at least 5 minutes. And I felt like I needed to do that. I felt led to do that. And then, like I said, that and after that, after that, and sitting for the eclipse, I did sit and I did like meditate a little bit, and I did say some things to myself. I did pray. I was praying all night, and I did pray. But I felt a difference. I felt a difference in myself in the evening yesterday. I felt a little different. And so, did anybody else feel that way? And so, like I was saying, the elder was saying, it's the depth of the sun, right? And so you have to realize, you have to respect everything that we have. You have to respect nature. You have to respect that the sun is going to give life. You have to respect that you need the sun to live. If you don't have the sun, then you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't live. A lot of the stuff that may happen, illnesses and things like that, lack of sun. A lot of us are vitamin D deficient, right? And it's because we're not going out in the sun as much, and we're not, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so he was saying like a lot of the stuff, the life happens because of the sun. And so it is saying that without it, we don't exist. Not, I'm going a little dramatic, but not like that. But, without it, you don't exist. You need the sun, right? And so it's about realizing and respecting that you need that. That sun, it represents your source. That sun represents your God. That sun represents whomever you believe in. That represents your source. It's just a representation of the source. That with that, all life comes through. You know what I'm saying? With that, all life thrives, right? And so, that's basically what the elder was saying in the video, and that is about respecting. And he was like, so it's going to be, you have to realize and respect the power of that. And so when it's complete darkness, you can't, you realize what the absence feel like, right? You realize what it feels like to not be connected. You realize what it feels like to not be in tune. And so when that darkness lifts, and we're getting back into the sun, you get to see the sun again. It's about a rebirth. It's about a renewal. It's about a recommitment to yourself. And he was saying that you making new promises to yourself, because there's beauty all over the place. There's beauty all around us, above, below, around, and we should be surrounding ourselves with that beauty, which goes back to my point about us being low vibrational, about the situations and the happenings of the world and everything else, is that we have to make sure that we're maintaining our high vibrational energy, because if we don't maintain that high vibrational energy and become renewed, then we are going to just keep on going down this vicious cycle, you know what I'm saying, a deterioration, and we need to not do that. And so, yes, it's all about rebirth, renewal, and just understanding and enjoying and appreciating the beauty that surrounds us. Let me know if I went a little too far with that one. Let me know if I went a little too far with that one, or if y'all agree with me. A little TMI. My period came. We do cycle. Okay, cycle with the moon is women. Yep. All right. I think we forget where we come from and how far we have made it to be where we are because of our elders. So the elders don't matter to this society. That's what we have lost connection. And yes, that is so true. I said our elders are not the elders that when we were little are now. They're not the same. They're not the same. There's no story, there's no legacy. And if you don't have elders in your family, there's nobody to tell the story. Because the young kids of today are not listening. The young kids of today are not paying attention. They are so consumed with everything else that's going on around them. They're so consumed with their phone and over they're over what's the word I'm looking for? They're consumed with too much information overload. They have all of this, and then they have all of the. No, don't get me started with the music and the music about all the music is about being so high that you can't even function. Like who? What? Who wants to be that high? And you want to go through life just being like that, just being numb, just being no. That's it. They have a huge disconnect. There's a huge disconnect with the young people. And we need to get back connected with the elders. And if we don't have the We don't have. I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't have. I don't have elders. My elder is my mother. I don't have elders. All of my aunts, all of my uncles, um, grandparents. I don't have any elders. And so when you look at it that way, it's like, well, what do they leave? So my mom, she had her elders, and so my mom, she tells us everything. And so my mom is the eldest for all of my generation and the generation after us, right? Everybody, my cousin will say all the time, she's the only one left. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who we have. Everybody else we had is gone. And due to whatever their own things were, and life just happens. You know what I mean? And so that's what we have. And so we rely on her to give us the information. We rely on her to give us the pictures and tell us the stories and to do those things. We rely on her to do that. And so we got to pick up that torch and do the same for our families, because again, our kids are consumed with so much of the wrong things that they're not even paying attention to what's in front of them. They're not even paying attention to what's in front of them. Let me see. That sun coming out to play today. 79 degrees in Jersey today. Hey, come on. I think I might go. No, I'm not gonna go out in the garden. I gotta finish this room first before I go out in the garden. But I did start my stuff. I may start some new stuff today. And if y'all want, maybe I'll go live. I have to put the okra in the dirt because the okra started sprouting. So I got to put that in the dirt, and then I have my new seeds that I still haven't done yet. I sit still I sit still two last night. I sat still two last night and 3 o'clock this morning, because it's just ironic that I call out me and my sunshine and Kamari, my moonlight. They both reflect light differently. He brings the energy. He brings the energy, and she brings the light during the darkness. Not to mention, Kamari Noor actually means moonlight. Come on, Kamari Noor. Information overload, absolutely. The young kids of today they are extremely disrespectful. Period. They don't respect their elders. They don't respect their parents. They don't respect rules. They don't respect education. Like, what is wrong with these kids? And I'm not talking about everybody, because you do see these young millionaires out here. You do see these young people doing it. You see these young people being entrepreneurs and being, using their brains. But there's a lot of them that are not. Like, listening to the music. I can't even listen to the music. Not because just it's changed and I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? But just the stuff that they say, I'm like, what? And you listening to this? I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. Overstimulated, yes. And she okay, got that one. I am my family historian. It's sad nobody is interested in learning our family history, isn't it? Right, Dana? It is so sad that the kids do not care about their history. And the problem is that they don't want to know. And so when you don't want to know, anybody could tell you a story, and anybody can mislead you because you don't know where you came from. You don't know what kind of blood is running through your veins. You don't know what kind of people came before you. You don't know the kind of energy and the struggle and all that other stuff. You don't know that because you don't want to hear the story. And so that leads you to try to figure it out on your own. And so anybody could tell you anything, right? Anybody can tell you anything. I'm going to write a book for these new age kids. Go ahead, write it. I would love to hear my family history. I know that's right. Tell me about it. Mumble rap. Yep. And bruh, like, where did that come from? Like, don't call me. Don't call me. I don't want nobody to. I don't care who it is. I don't want you to ever call me bruh. Ever. It's not a thing that I ever want to be called. I despise it. Like, what? When I hear the kids saying, I'm like, not mine. But I'm listening to other people's kids. They say it to each other. My sons say it to each other, but they don't say it to me. But like what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We'll leave that for other people, but we're not leaving that. We're not doing that. So yeah. So with that being said, I wanted to say, did anybody feel okay, so when the sun came back, did you feel renewed? Did you feel like I gotta be more intentional about what I'm doing? Let me know in the chat. It's a commercial that says, bruh, I cannot stand that. And there's some things that I don't like. And there's two words in particular. One is dear. I hate. And I know hate is a strong word. I hate to be called dear. Do not call me dear. I don't know what it is about the word dear that gets under my skin, but I don't like it. And bruh is the next one. Listen to me, bro. Bro. That's another one. Bro. Mm-mm. 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 Don't like it. Don't like it. So did anybody else feel renewed after the sun came back? Let me know. And I did write this down because I didn't want to forget that my body naturally, and I think our bodies, because if we are more in tuned with our cycles and more in tuned about our lives and about our spirit and about our energy, that our body will just flow in the way that it's supposed to, right? So normally what I would usually do every year, I would be I would do a detox every year. I would stop eating meats and all kind. I would only eat raw fruits and vegetables. That I would do that for a while, and my body would just do that. And so my body just naturally felt like I was drained and I needed to meditate. It also felt like I need to change my diet. It also was something that made me realize the reason why I got my surgery. Again, we're gonna have that conversation sometime in this month. I got my surgery and I'm feeling renewed because I'm no longer tied down to that burden anymore. And it was a burden to me because it was affecting my quality of life, right? It was affecting my quality of life. And so it was a burden. And so I no longer am going to have to experience that. So I am now renewed for the month of April, for the month of April and beyond, right? I now feel that my energy is renewed. I do feel that my spirit is is evolving. I feel like this is a time that I am feeling the change. I feel everything. And so it just naturally did that. And I think that I would have never I'm still, my thing is I'm going to eat from my blood type to see how, my body adjusts to that. And eating from my blood type to see if things change, if the mind fog is lifted, if I am more intentional, if I make decisions faster, if I retain information better, if I, you know what I'm saying, like if I feel healthier. Like these are things that are happening that just happen to be in alignment with what's going on with the events that is happening in the earth and is happening with my body, right? It all felt like it fell into line to me, right? Because this is a new time for me. I'm experiencing life differently. And so it did feel like, as the elder said, it did feel like I'm renewed. I'm renewed. And he said that, everything in life is all about, and I wanted to make sure that I did not mess this up. He said we have to maintain balance because there's beauty all around us. And to improve our lives, we must be full of joy, happiness, confidence, and peace. And so we must make new promises to ourselves, new promises and new commitments to ourselves. And we can't lose sight of that. And that's what I felt. I felt like everything that has been going on in my life was going on because it is for me to make the new promises to myself, to my God, to my spirit, to my source, to everything. It was time for me to recommit, refocus, and make new promises to myself, my business, my family, and everything. My contribution to the planet, my contribution to, to my life itself. It just felt like that to me. It just felt like that to me. And I really didn't want to lose what he said. And he said, this is another thing he said. He says, so we, we get overwhelmed with everything that's going on in the earth, right? We get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed with, you know, with life. We get overwhelmed with things that are happening to us. We get overwhelmed. And we just lose sight and lose focus on what's important. And so the elder said that these signs are given from, source, so that we can make these new promises to ourselves to know that we need to be more intentional. We need to be more intentional. And so these are our little reminders. And I just wanted to know how y'all felt about that. Let me know in the chat. If y'all with me, let me know if I went too far, because sometimes I do, and I know. But let me know. Let me know. We lost them when the government gave them control of their lives. They're grown, but they're still under our roof. The manipulation and corruption of the mind to lead them to jail and the graveyards. Come on, Janae. Come on. Hun, sweeties, dear, ma'am, and bruh changes my attitude. Come on, Miss Lois, right? I'm like, April will do that. Yes. And y'all know spring is about revival. Spring is about renewal. Spring is about revival. That's when the garden is popping. That's when I'm coming up in here talking about my garden, talking about what's going on in my garden, what's popping in my garden. I shared some stories with y'all last night about the seeds that are now emerging from the dirt. So, that's what spring is all about. April will do that. It's a month of new life. Wink, wink. Come on. Come on. Let me see. Like the things these kids say and do now, like the things kids say and do now, they wouldn't last a second when we were growing up with the elders, right? Because somebody, and it didn't have to be the parent, will pop you right in your mouth, or go tell your mother, or go do whatever so that you'll get in trouble. These kids are not getting in trouble, not mine. Because let me tell you something, we gonna go to blows, mine. I'm gonna go to blows. I need that book for my blood type. I'm gonna start to eat differently after this week. His name is Ramadan, right? His name is Pat. What is his name? I forgot. The book is like $15. You can get it from thrift books for about $5. It's a book that's been around like forever. Unfortunately, work is calling. Have a wonderful, blessed day. All right, Dana, you too. Grasp what God has for you today. Come on. I started reading that book on blood types. It's very interesting, right? I know someone that has started eating for her blood type, and she said it was amazing and lost a lot of weight. And that's what the lady says. She said, the first thing she said, you start eating for your blood type, you're going to lose weight immediately. You're going to lose weight immediately. It's about the way you absorb food. It's about the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're using it for energy. It's just crazy. And so, yep, that's definitely happening. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I know I was a little up and down and out there. We seen some crazy stuff happen in here, and I hope that you guys enjoyed today. I will be back tomorrow. And you guys make sure that you are very intentional about what you're doing. Make sure that you stay connected to source, whatever your source is. Stay connected and listen to the signs and listen to your body. If you feel like you need to be doing something, try it out and see, because it may just be your body telling you what needs to happen. Michelle says, concerning the endearments, like, hun, sweeties or dear. Oh, okay. Concerning the endearments, like, hun, sweeties, or dear. Are we saying that we don't like when the children refer to us as that in that manner, or anyone? I'm just looking for clarification, because that's how I speak. No, I don't like people. No, not the kids. I don't like the kids to call me bro, or bruh. And but as far as myself, I don't like to be called dear. Dear is something that like grinds my gears. I don't know why. Dear is just one of those words that just send me. Dear is something that sends me. So with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for rocking. We make sure that if you watch this far, that you subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can be notified when we go live. We are going live On Sunday at 8 p.m., we are going to be talking about being your own health advocate. It is Black Maternal Health Week, and so we are going to be talking about that. So if anybody wants to also share their story, DM me and let me know. We won't share it there, but we'll share it throughout the month and see where everything goes with that. I really want to focus on that this month because I myself had the surgery, and so I want to talk about that. It's not kids. I myself had the surgery, so I'm going to be sharing my story about, my experience. I'm going to have Miss Latoya Dwight here from the Fibroid Pandemic on Sunday. We go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Also, if you want the tote bag is, let me put the link in the chat real fast for y'all. If you want to pre-order your tote bag, this is the link to pre-order your tote bag. Pre-order your tote bag. We have them available in canvas, and we have it canvas, the cream color, and also in natural and in black. It's a canvas bag. It's a canvas bag available in the natural color or in the black color. Let me know in the website or whatever what you want to order. Pre-order your bag. What else do I have for y'all? What else? I think that is it. That's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me again, and make sure y'all stay in tune with yourself. And also, if you would like to see the video that I was watching in reference to the eclipse and wrong. Okay. In reference to the eclipse and the meaning and what the Native American, it's not showing. Oh, wait. Can you guys see that link right there? This is the YouTube video about the eclipse meaning death to the sun. And when the sun comes back, it's about renewal and new promises to yourself and your energy. So, check that out. And with that being said, I love y'all. I will see y'all in the morning. Bye, y'all.